everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a natural matte brown eye, like an everyday go-to brown eye that everybody can follow along and learn. And yeah, I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be working with a new palette. It's called Going Coconuts and it's from ColourPop, so I'm excited about that. So let's just jump right in. Have my contour done. I don't have my highlight done, but I will link for you right up here my base, my skincare routine. I hope you guys are doing great. The two palettes that I love to work with when it comes to that would be from Too Faced, their natural matte palette. It looks like this, and the inside looks like this. So you have, and I love it how it's set up. It's like you can use this as your brow bone and then use this on your lid and then in your outer V. So each row is set up, or you can kind of mix and match and create your own look. But I also have this Going Coconuts palette, which is a lot more on the taupe spectrum, the cooler spectrum of browns than this one. This one's a little bit more warm and this one's a little bit more cool toned. So I like to mix and match, but that's up to you. I'm just going to show you what colors and what you would exactly need. The first thing you're going to want to do after you've obviously, or if you want to put this eye makeup on first, you can. I'm going to use some powder. I'm using my Coty Airspun powder, and I'm going to take my like a dry beauty blender. You don't have to wet it for this. We just gotta get some powder under the eye. It's gonna help with fallout, okay? And it's also gonna help bake under there. So let's jump right into the eye look. So the first color I'm going to use is a color called Shell Yeah. And it's in here, and it's this one right here. And I'm going to be putting that directly onto my lid. If you don't have that color, but let's say you do have the natural matte, I would put strapless all over your lid, okay? Or you can take both and customize and put that on, but it's like a nice, gorgeous mid-tone brown, and you're just going to put that on your lid, okay? And the thing is, you can just kind of throw this on and then put mascara, and then you're good to go, because it does look like you did try. We're gonna bring it up to the crease just a tiny bit and kind of feather it and fade it out, and it's just giving us that gorgeous kind of smoky look. Feather and go back and forth. I like to use my fingers because I just feel like your fingers are the same temperature as your skin, so just kind of like makes everything sort of melt together. Obviously, you want to wash your hands, you know, but you guys know that. So it looks like this. Stunning. It's super simple. We're gonna take a smudger, something that looks like that, tiny smudger. And we're gonna take that same color, Shell Yeah, and just putting it under. And smudges are nice because it just looks like you didn't try too hard, but it's there. See? Gorgeous, stunning. So now I'm just gonna use a color in here. I'm going to use two colors in here called Get Crackin' and Nutty. So this is the Get Crackin' color, that's the Nutty. So it's those two. So boom, boom. And I'm going to just take it onto this little smudger. This face. I'm just making a nice little V out there. So like I said, we're just blending those two shades together. And it depends if you want to use more of that Get Nutty shade, that's up to you. Or if you want to use more. I just totally said them backwards. If you want to use the Get Crackin' shade, or if you want to use more of the nutty, it's up to you. But I kind of just go back and forth, creating a nice darkness on that outer. And I kind of get the amount that I want, and then I go in with something that looks like this, like a fluffier brush, and then I just kind of go back and forth and just blend all over all of that, and it just will seamlessly look like it's there, but we didn't try too hard. Okay, going back in with that first shade and just kind of like making sure things are blended. And now, depending on how intense you want things, that's completely on you, you know. All right, I'm taking that palm reader and I'm going to be putting that on my brow. Okay, and then I just kind of, I'll show you the color I'm using in a minute. I'll catch you up to speed, don't you worry. Okay, so I took that palm reader shade, which is that one right there. I'm putting that on my brow bone, and it's quite pigmented. And I put that on my inner corner, brought it down into the inner parts of the eye. And then if you feel like it's gotten kind of messy, you can just go back into the shade that you used for your lid and then just kind of buff windshield wiper motions and just kind of go over everything. You know, it depends on the time that you have, and it depends on how much of a rush that you're in. But really, we're using 4 shades. Yeah, we're using, you know, it really depends on, you know, how many shades you want to use and the order you want to put them in. But this is basically the eye look, and I love it because it's just, you know, and you can use your hands. You don't have to use a brush. You can kind of just put that dark shade on with your ring finger or any finger that you feel comfortable, and just get that outer part blended and smudgy. And you go back in with your other brush and just make sure everything is buffed, and it just takes like no time at all. It really is very easy, and I'm not just saying that because I want to sound like that type of person, like it's so easy. Yeah, I love it. It's like I said, you can just kind of like, but I like how you got that brown and then that gradient all the way to that dark, and then I also bring it down here, and then I kind of just let this be more light, and it just opens and awakens the eye. And I took a touch of that and put it on my nose. Okay, more than a touch. So now we're gonna wipe away under the eye, and we're gonna go in with some mascara and highlighter and finish this look. But that is basically the look. It's just using a few shades in this gorgeous Going Coconuts palette. We basically used Palm Reader, we used Shell Yeah, which is right here, and I used like a combination of this one, Get Crackin', and Nutty, and it just gave me this gorgeous matte brown eye, except for the highlighter on the brow. That's so, you know, I highly recommend getting this palette. I do, but a tried and true that has never let me down is the Too Faced Natural Mattes. Love this palette as well. Okay, we're gonna go in with mascara. I'm taking from Buxom Blackest Black. I like to layer my mascaras. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I like to do. So do as you please. If you hear barking, just know that my dog and I are home alone, and she has like bad anxiety. So for some reason, if it's just her and I, she just doesn't do well. I don't know. Maybe I give her more intense anxiety. Going in with Wet n Wild and Precious Petals. It's like a little highlighter. And I'm just gonna take a brush and just start sweeping it on the high points. Like I said, I did do my base, so. And then I'm taking Lumi Shimmerista from L'Oreal, looks like this, and I'm just gonna start putting that under the eye in a nice brightening motion. It is so stunning. Look at this. Take a tiny little bit, put it on my brow bone, even though we already have brow bone stuff on. You know I like intense brow bone. You guys know this. And then inner corner. Okay. And it you know, it's foolproof. It's really just something that you can't mess up. You just really can't. You know, it's just something that's so simple. You're using 3 different colors and you're just buffing them into one another until you get the color sort of that you want, the level of pigment and opaqueness that you want. And if you just want it to be just like a little wash of color, just put it on and then put some mascara on. You know, it's really up to you and what you want to do with it. So everything will be listed down below, like what I used on my lips or what I've used as like a bronzer, or my base. But also I will link up above like different videos of mine where I've shown my routines that I've done, and you guys can follow along, of course. So this is the finished look. Like I said, you can add anything that you want. If you want to add false lashes, if you want to add liner, a tight line, whatever, it's completely up to you. I just wanted to do something that's like really quick, really easy. It's foolproof. I know I keep saying that, but it's so true. And then when it comes to my eyebrows, you know, I've been blessed when it comes to my eyebrows, you know. I just really like that look of like a feathery kind of like bushy eyebrow. I've always really liked it, and I guess it's because I've been lucky enough to have like thicker eyebrows. So I brush them through. Sometimes I'll spray like on a little spoolie. This one's from Elf. I'll just kind of brush through them, or I'll spray this with you can spray it with really anything, like a setting spray, or go through it with like a gel or hairspray and just kind of make them set into place. Or it's just an everyday brown neutral eye. I think it's stunning. Yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you all in my next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload. And if you did not know, I'm a singer as well, singer-songwriter. You can find me on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, all of it. I'm there. Check me out. And yeah, I love you guys. I hope you're staying safe, sane, and healthy. And I love you. Mwah. Thank you.